So, in dating, same thing. Here's the perfect fucking example. Here's a perfect example. Excuse me. Perfect example. They message you guys on Instagram. Guys message girls on Instagram. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. You're so gorgeous. Oh, I would do anything for you. If you were my girl, I'd never let any man hurt you. I'd lay down for a bullet. I'd take a bullet for you. I'd lay down on puddles for you. Whatever. They profess their undying love in their DMs. Okay? And then you ignore them for 2 days. And then next thing you know, they're like, you fucking bitch. You passed up on a good chance to be with a great guy like me. I'm a good person. Meanwhile, they're just texting you the most toxic bullshit ever. I'm just such a great guy, and you just don't know what a good guy looks like. You need a real man. You're just so superficial, and all you like is rich guys. It's like, why are you applying so much of your shit? Nobody asked you. You see what I'm saying? And also, what a bold thing to assume. All these made up assumptions that you have about another person. You don't even fucking know anything about them, but you say it with such confidence that you just live your life that way. Oh, she's pretty, so she probably only likes rich guys. She doesn't even know what a real man is. She wouldn't know how to handle a real man. She probably doesn't even have good values. She just needs. That's how they talk for real. And if you think I'm capping about that, just read my comments on my live right now. Just look down, scroll down. There it is. You'll see equally dumb shit constantly. And so the problem is that they're just applying their fucking stuff to your life and then saying it as like facts or some shit. You get what I'm saying? And my message is grow up, get a life, touch some grass, but focus on improving your own life rather than actually just fucking me to other people's lives and making so many bold claims. I predict, I'm going to make a prediction right here for everybody, okay? I predict that if you're the person that says, oh, well, he has money, but he's not happy like I am on people's videos or live streams or whatever, I predict that you're going to be a broke fucking loser forever. That's not even from me. That's straight up from the crystal. That's just obvious. See it plain as crystal clear. It's crystal clear. If you type this on people's videos, oh, he must be so unhappy. Because he has money. He looks so lonely and must be so unhappy. He seems miserable. He's got all that money, but he's got a shallow, vacuous life. And he's probably so miserable. If you type that shit, I predict that that's you. That's who you're gonna be forever. And you just are gonna type that shit to make yourself feel better about you barely making ends fucking meet and you arguing every Sunday with your bitch wife about your finances because you just can't get it together. How about that? That's what I predict your future looking grim. You see what I'm saying? Because all day, you spend all day, he's not as happy as me though. Why? Where'd that come from? What a wild thing to pull out. The issue is that having high standards for yourself makes it such that every time you do have a date or something, or potentially have a date, you're always disappointed. You see what I'm saying? You're putting too much stake into other people, and then they're always going to fall short because they're not exactly what you want exactly. And then that's going to lead you to like maybe even years of just being sort of quietly depressed about it. And you can mask that by like being, boss babe in it or whatever, and just and being like, I'm so much happier on my own because my standards are too high. But what happens is the depressive creep starts to happen. You start to you just get feeling like you're getting older and your time's passing you by, and you might, all the good men are getting married. I don't know what's going on. What's wrong with me? That's where that road takes you, by the way. So I think you should be attracted to the person. I think they should be stable, sure, but maybe not be so picky because you might close the doors on some really good opportunities. Okay, just consider that. But women, if they're just not giving a shit anymore,
Some girls haven't tweezed their eyebrows in fucking ever. Some girls got, some girls, there's hairs right here that can make you got one eyebrow. Haven't done it ever. You see what I'm saying? Some girls don't brush their hair, beat their face. Put on some heels or something, sis. I met a girl one time, swear to God. She came to my house. I met her for the first time she came to my house. It's kind of like a date setup, you know. And I swear to Christ, guys, this woman had, you know when they say you just shave to the knee? I don't know if you guys see this on Instagram, but you know how they say just shave to the knee? This girl took that advice literally and literally just stopped shaving right at the knee. Her whole life. And I say knee, I mean the lower part of the knee. Down here. Look, this part. So, I swear to God, I'm gonna show you. Hang on, let me back this up anyways. I gotta show you how this looks. Alright? Listen. This girl, you guys see me? This girl hit nothing here, shaved this part, but this part completely untouched her whole fucking life. Her whole life. And she shows up to my house at that door looking like a hooker in Miami. In Beverly Hills, I live. And she shows up like she just left Miami with a cocktail dress to fucking here. Alright? First time ever meeting me. Not like, hey, you're coming over for a visit. It's like, it was here, and it was blue as fuck. Not blue like this, like pastel, but not cute even. It was like a dark blue, bright Miami blue. Blue as fuck. And then she shows up, and tan ass legs, but she had blonde hair. So she had, I swear to God, she had long knee hair, this long, that was blonde as fuck on her tan skin. So she had a cocktail dress, okay? Baby hair, baby hair, baby hair. Grown ass man hair, this long, swear to God. Curtains. She had curtains. I'm gonna, hold on a second. Let me get my chair back. I need to sit down. That's probably get too excited. This woman had knee curtains, swear to God. Her shins were smooth, at least. But Miss Knee Curtains, I'm going to call her Knee Curtains. Knee Curtains shows up at my house. Hey, oh my God, it's nice to meet you. And I couldn't look past it, guys. I was like this, and I don't want to be such a fucking asshole, you know. I'm trying to be nice. But y'all, some of y'all making it hard. All right? And so this Knee Curtain shows up, and she drove all the way here from Orange County. And it's already like an hour and a half, and I kind of want to just be like, hey, you and your curtains can just go on now. We can just call this here and call it even. and that's for real happened. And so I basically kind of showed her, and I swear to God, I canceled the day. I said I couldn't go, something came up. I showed her around my house and then sent her on home back to Orange County. Fucking, you can take your hairy knees elsewhere, sis. Take them with you. But anyways, looks matter. And women that can't groom themselves, that's crazy. Like I've heard, I don't really understand this where men have grooming problems or whatever, but some of them do. I get that, whatever. But if you haven't shaved your knees in your whole life and they're 2 inches long white blonde hairs on your brown tan knees, that's fucking like obviously pain. And like who didn't and I feel bad because somebody didn't tell her. Her friends must fucking hate her. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have friends that just hate you. That must be what it is. Very Scandinavian of her. I don't care what it is. You shave past the knee. Go on the other side, you know? And by the way, that's assuming that the thigh hair is like baby hair. You know what I mean? You can't tell, right? Some of y'all grow hair in places it ought not to be, and you ought to take care of that. You know what I'm saying? Common grooming habits. And maybe you gotta blame the parents or something. You gotta blame the parents on that one. That's a generational thing. But then that makes me think, well, her mama procreated and she probably had some hairy knees too because she didn't tell her any better. It's a whole generational hairy knee curtains all the way back to her mother's mother's mother because somebody didn't tell somebody shit. That's in your family. And I'll be damned if I'm having some babies with knee curtains. Damn that. I'm not doing it. Anyways, looks matter, guys. You gotta groom yourself. Yeah, laser. Yeah, cool. Lily knows. Here's the thing. I've never met a man that makes money. Men that make money. I've never met a man that made money that saw a woman and was like, oh, she's just so feminine and nice. I just wish she was more argumentative and masculine, bro. I like telling my boys, I just wish this sweet little feminine girl here was more masculine and argumentative and independent. I've never heard that. Ever. So, you're asking, do men prefer masculine, independent women? So let's back up a bit. Let's just talk about independence for a second, just to be clear. Independence, what a lot of you guys like, make big something that should be obvious. If you're an adult woman in the world, if you're an adult woman in the world, being independent is just fucking normal. That's like a normal adult thing. What does independent mean? What, you pay rent? You practice basic hygiene, you shave your knees, you do laundry, you cook for yourself and clean up after yourself. That's independent. That's basic stuff, guys. Like, you don't even need to say that. Imagine if a man said to a woman, I'm independent. It's like, yeah, no shit. Like, obvious, you see. So, like, if you're dating a woman, if I met a woman out in the world and she said she's independent, my thought would be, no duh. Like, no duh, you're independent. Right? Yeah, I assumed so. What do you mean? You're an adult. Of course you are. But a lot of people, a lot of women lately seem to be wearing that as a badge of honor, like on their chest or something, as if that's not the standard for, I don't know, almost all of them. So just to be clear, I don't think that you saying that you're independent is really that important. Okay? And then that's the first thing. To answer your question, the first question. The next question is do you think that men ever think to themselves, I wish this woman was more masculine and less feminine? Do you think that's the case? I think the answer is obvious there. I know guys that are rich, really rich, but you won't get a red cent out of them. They're just stingy. It's deep into their character of who they are. You just can't escape it. Do you guys understand? And so if he's cheap in that way, sometimes in life there's ups and downs and you gotta, maybe make sense to be cheap today, whatever. But if it's a stingy person you're dealing with, it gets worse and worse and worse until it's shower sock and no bottles of nothing. Y'all got one plate that you share and 2 forks if you're lucky, and that's it. A dish. A sock in the shower and a dish. That's where it goes, and no vacations everywhere, because that doesn't make sense. We shouldn't afford that. It doesn't make sense to spend that kind of money. That's where it goes.